Have you ever noticed how easy it is to choose comfort, even when you know it's holding you back? You tell yourself you'll start tomorrow. You'll change when you feel ready. You'll do the hard thing, eventually. But eventually has a way of turning into months, then years. And one day you wake up realizing nothing has changed except you've gotten better at avoiding discomfort. This video is about breaking that cycle with one simple but uncomfortable truth. Your future is built by what you choose when no one is watching, especially when it's uncomfortable. Let's start with something most people don't want to admit. Comfort feels good, but it quietly destroys growth. Not instantly, not dramatically. Slowly, silently, repeatedly. Every time you choose the easier option over the necessary one, you're making a trade. You're trading short-term comfort for long-term regret. And the worst part? It doesn't feel like failure in the moment. It feels like rest. It feels like I'll do it later. It feels like I deserve a break. And sometimes that's true. But most of the time, it's just avoidance dressed up as logic. So what's the one thing you can do that changes everything? It's this. Do the uncomfortable thing first, before your mind has time to negotiate. Not later in the day, not when motivation shows up, not when you feel ready, first. Because the moment you start negotiating with yourself, you've already started losing. Your mind is extremely good at protecting you from discomfort. It will offer excuses that sound reasonable. You're too tired right now. Start tomorrow fresh. You'll do it better later, but here's the truth. Motivation doesn't lead action. Action creates motivation. Let's make this real. If you're trying to build a better body, the uncomfortable thing is exercise. If you're trying to improve your finances, the uncomfortable thing is budgeting, learning, or working extra. If you're trying to improve your mind, the uncomfortable thing is discipline, reading, thinking, reflecting instead of scrolling. Different goals, same pattern. Growth always lives on the other side of discomfort, and comfort always lives on the side of stagnation. Now here's where most people get stuck. They think big change requires big effort, but in reality, transformation is built on small moments of discomfort repeated consistently. One workout you didn't feel like doing. One chapter you read instead of scrolling. One difficult conversation you didn't avoid. One early morning you didn't skip. Each of these moments seems small, but they are votes. Votes for the person you are becoming. And over time, those votes decide your future. Let's talk about identity for a moment. Most people think, I need to become disciplined to do hard things. But it actually works the opposite way. You become disciplined by repeatedly doing hard things. You don't wait to become the type of person who wakes up early. You wake up early until you become that person. You don't wait to feel confident. You act despite discomfort until confidence appears. Here's a simple rule you can use starting today. If it's uncomfortable but beneficial, do it immediately. Not after checking your phone. Not after warming up. Not after procrastinating. Immediately. Because the longer you wait, the heavier it becomes in your mind. Your brain turns a 10-minute task into a life-threatening problem. And once that happens, you've already lost energy before even starting. Now let's go deeper. Why is discomfort so powerful? Because discomfort is feedback. It tells you where your current level ends and your future begins. Every time something feels difficult, it's showing you a boundary. And on the other side of that boundary is growth. But most people interpret discomfort as a stop sign, when in reality, it's a direction sign. It's saying, you're close. Keep going. Think about your future self for a moment. Not in a motivational way, but in a realistic one. That version of you is not built by inspiration. They are built by repetition, and they will either thank you or question you. Thank you for pushing through laziness, choosing discipline over impulse, choosing effort over escape, or question you for giving in too easily, staying comfortable too long, avoiding responsibility. There is no neutral path. You are either training discipline or training avoidance. Both compound over time. One builds strength, the other builds regret. So what does this look like in daily life? It looks like doing the task you don't feel like doing first thing in the morning, choosing work before entertainment, sitting with discomfort instead of escaping into distraction, being honest with yourself when you're avoiding something. It's not glamorous, but neither is regret. And here's the part most people miss. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. Because every time you do the hard thing first, you remove mental weight from the rest of your day. You stop carrying unfinished tasks in your mind. You stop negotiating with yourself all day long. You become lighter, clearer, sharper. Now imagine stacking that over weeks, a month of choosing discomfort first, 3 months, a year. You wouldn't just be better, you would be unrecognizable compared to your old habits. Not because you became someone new, but because you stopped escaping who you already were capable of becoming. Let's bring this to a close with something simple and practical. Tomorrow, don't aim for perfection. Don't aim for a new identity. Just do this. Do the hardest, useful thing first, before anything else. That's it. No overthinking, no debate, no delay. Just action before comfort. If this message made sense to you, don't just leave it here. Like the video if it gave you clarity. Comment what you usually avoid doing but know you should start. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe to the channel for more content that challenges comfort and builds discipline. And finally, a stoic reminder to leave you with. You don't control how difficult life becomes, but you do control whether you become someone who can handle it. Pain will visit everyone. Discomfort is unavoidable, but growth is optional. And the choice you make daily between comfort and effort is quietly building the person you will meet in the future. Choose wisely.